By the year 2067, America is predicted to run out of fossil fuels. I will explain how ethanol could potentially replace fossil fuels, or how ethanol could be a less efficient energy source, and inform listeners about the advantages and disadvantages of ethanol. I'm credible because I've done extensive research on this, and I'm an advocate for Nebraska ethanol. I will discuss the advantages of ethanol, the disadvantages of ethanol, and the formation of the plan to transfer energy from non-renewable to renewable. Let's begin to understand the problem. According to Webster Dictionary, fossil fuels are defined as fuel, such as coal, oil, or natural gas, formed in the earth from plant or animal remains. A fossil fuel is also defined as non-renewable, or once all the reserves are used up, there isn't a way to get any more. As I said before, it's only a matter of time before fossil fuels run out. America, as of right now, is primarily runs on fossil fuels. However, that it has been a controversial topic for some time. The main reason is because fossil fuels are harmful to the environment. I'm sure you can remember the BP oil spill. This was a devastating form of pollution that negatively impacted the environment for years. This is just one example of fossil fuels being harmful. A basic economic lesson will teach you that fossil fuel prices will continue to rise in the years. As supply decreases, demand increases, meaning the price will rise, and since fossil fuels are non-renewable, they will slowly become depleted. This makes them not only inexpensive, but unreliable. For those reasons, I think it is time for America to take action and start turning to renewable forms of energy as their primary energy provider. If research and development was started now, renewable resources would have more time to perfect their product, and this conservation process would be an easy choice. Doing this would have several advantages, but there are also some disadvantages. Let's take a look at them now. Advantages of ethanol. Ethanol completely combusts, meaning less strain on the engine and it ignites more easily. Less exhaust pollution. It burns more efficiently. A clean burn, meaning the biofuel that is better for the air than pollution caused by fossil fuels. Less carbon is released. It produces less toxic emissions. It reduces CO emissions by 30% according to the AFDC. There's no soot protection and it doesn't harm ozone layer. It is greenhouse neutral. It's a renewable resource. It's derived from plant material. Raw materials can be grown at a rate fast enough to keep up with demand. Industrial-wise, it provides jobs for agriculture industry and boosts money into America's economy by not importing foreign fuel. The disadvantages. Engine modifications. Ethanol is highly corrosive, therefore some engine modifications might be necessary, especially for car models built before 2005. Ethanol is also more susceptible to contamination, meaning filtering systems in a car must be modified as well. Lower heat of combustion. Fossil fuels last longer. The same amount of ethanol is used up quicker. As a result, the fossil fuel gives more mileage at the cost of being more expensive. Large area of land needed. More farmland is needed for America to be ethanol dependent. There's a scarcity of arable land, fertilizer can be harmful to the soil. Large energy outputs. The distillation process uses large amounts of energy. Less energy is saved than expended in the manufacturing process. After hearing those, I hope you can realize that the pros for ethanol outweigh the cons. My intention is to convince you that we must take action right now if we want an inexpensive, reliable, and clean form of energy. In summary, fossil fuels are not only harmful to the environment, but they will be expensive and run out eventually. This means that it is a good idea to start thinking about the future of energy, and the future lies with ethanol. Ethanol is a renewable biofuel that burns clean and is less expensive. I've shown the advantages and disadvantages of ethanol, but it is clear to see that ethanol is the clear choice when looking towards the future. So what can you do? Join the movement to reduce the use of fossil fuels. Write to your local government and advocate for a better energy, and visit an ethanol plant and learn more about how ethanol can save our country's energy crisis.